Have you ever opened an old atlas and found names of countries you've never heard of? Places like Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia, or even the Duchy of Warsaw. It's like finding a lost world hidden in plain sight. Today, we are diving into the fascinating stories of European nations that have vanished from the map. These aren't just forgotten names. They're stories of power, conflict, and the ever-shifting borders that define our world. So, grab your virtual passport, because we're about to embark on a historical journey through the lost countries of Europe. Let's start with a big one, Yugoslavia. For most of the 20th century, this was a major player in the Balkans, a socialist federation uniting several South Slavic peoples. Formed after World War I as the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes, it was later renamed Yugoslavia, meaning Land of the South Slavs. Under the strong leadership of Josip Broz Tito after World War II, it managed to walk a fine line between the Western and Eastern blocs during the Cold War. But this unity was fragile. Deep-seated ethnic and religious tensions, held in check by Tito, began to boil over after his death in 1980. Economic troubles in the 1980s made things worse. By the early 1990s, the federation violently disintegrated. What followed was a series of brutal wars, leading to the creation of 7 independent nations we know today: Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia, Montenegro, North Macedonia, and Kosovo. The story of Yugoslavia is a powerful reminder of how quickly political maps can be redrawn by conflict. Next up, let's travel a bit north to Czechoslovakia. Unlike Yugoslavia, its breakup was famously peaceful, earning it the nickname the Velvet Divorce. Formed in 1918 from the ashes of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, Czechoslovakia brought together the Czech and Slovak peoples. It was a thriving democracy until World War II, when it was occupied by Germany. After the war, it fell under Soviet influence and became a communist state. The Prague Spring of 1968, a brief period of liberalization, was crushed by a Soviet invasion, showing just how tight Moscow's grip was. But by 1989, the Velvet Revolution peacefully ended communist rule. Soon after, however, national aspirations resurfaced. Czech and Slovak leaders found they had different visions for the future. So, on January 1, 1993, they peacefully agreed to go their separate ways, creating 2 new countries, the Czech Republic and Slovakia. It's a rare example of a national separation handled with negotiation and mutual respect, not violence. Now for a name you might know well, East Germany, or the German Democratic Republic, the GDR. After Germany's defeat in World War II, the country was divided among the Allied powers. The Soviet-occupied zone became East Germany, a communist state, while the American, British, and French zones formed West Germany. For over 40 years, Germany was a nation split in 2, the very symbol of the Cold War's Iron Curtain. The Berlin Wall, built in 1961, physically and ideologically divided the city and the world. Life in East Germany was marked by state surveillance, particularly by the infamous Stasi secret police, and limited personal freedoms. But by the late 1980s, the communist bloc was crumbling. On November 9, 1989, in a moment that shocked the world, the Berlin Wall fell. This incredible event paved the way for German reunification. Less than a year later, on October 3, 1990, East Germany was officially dissolved and integrated into the Federal Republic of Germany. A country that had defined an era simply ceased to exist, absorbed back into a unified nation. Let's go further back in time to the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Before World War I, this was a colossal, multinational empire in Central Europe, ruled by the Habsburg dynasty. It was a true mosaic of ethnicities, languages, and cultures, including Austrians, Hungarians, Czechs, Poles, Ukrainians, Romanians, and many others all under one crown. For centuries, it was a dominant European power, but its sheer diversity was also its greatest weakness. Rising nationalism in the 19th century put immense pressure on the empire, with various ethnic groups demanding more autonomy or complete independence. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the empire's heir, in Sarajevo in 1914 was the spark that ignited World War I. The empire's defeat in 1918 led to its complete collapse. In its place, a host of new or re-established countries emerged, including Austria, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, and parts of Poland, Romania, and Yugoslavia. The map of Central and Eastern Europe was completely redrawn. From powerful empires to 20th century federations, the map of Europe is constantly evolving. These lost countries are more than just historical footnotes. They are lessons in politics, culture, and the enduring quest for identity. They show us that borders are not permanent and that the world we know today is built on the ruins of worlds that came before. What other forgotten countries fascinate you? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures into the past. See you next time.